Major League Fishing Cups are back and available on MyOutdoorTV.
Here we go.
Start your free trial on MOTV.com to enjoy new episodes of Major League Fishing Cups now. Use promo code YT30.
When I first signed up for Major League Fishing, this is what I wanted to compete in.
Winning a cup event is the hardest thing you can do in a Major League Fishing format.
To beat 30 guys from the Bass Pro Tour, it is like trying to climb the Himalayas.
Yes! Oh. Not only is it a big mountain to climb, but it has to be climbed very fast.
There you go, big one. Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Bigger than I thought he was.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what you come to Florida for right there.
General Tire's Major League Fishing. It's the USAA Patriot Cup from Kissimmee, Florida, presented by Berkeley.
We are at John's Lake. Apparently John owns this lake.
Water temp, 72 and rising.
A lot of Florida lakes are very round, very much shaped like a bowl. This one actually has some arms and fingers that you can see it.
Water was really clear at the ramp. I did notice that. It's really clear. It's not as tannic as I've seen.
Man, just sitting here, I can see it's got hydrilla milfoil.
I've never personally been to Florida this time of the year, so I don't really know what the fish are going to be on.
Doesn't totally look like typical Florida to me.
All right, here we go, guys.
I'm just gonna follow Ott. He seems like he's been consistent, so.
Welcome to General Tire's Major League Fishing. 27 anglers have assembled in Kissimmee, Florida to compete for the title of Patriot Cup champion. Today, 9 will face off in Elimination Round One, but only 6 will move on to the sudden death round, putting them one step closer to the Patriot Cup championship. Let's meet today's 9 anglers. He's the second-place angler in total points from the 2020 Bass Pro Tour season, Ott Defoe. Next up, at number 9, Mark Daniels Jr. With an 11th place ranking, Michael Neal. At number 26, Britt Myers. Close behind in 29th place, Mark Davis. Coming in at number 44, Cody Meyer. Up next at 47, Mike Iaconelli. With the 65th place ranking, John Murray. And rounding out the field in 80th, Roy Hawk. With the anglers having no idea where they'll be fishing, they must pack for every situation. Michael Neal shows us how he prepared for the unknown in today's General Tire Anywhere is Possible.
Here for the Patriot Cup in Kissimmee, Florida, and these cup events are just like General Tire, anywhere is possible. You never know where we're going to wind up, but it's Florida. Florida fishing is usually pretty simple. It's always been the same no matter what time of year I've been down here. So I've got 3 baits with me that I feel like I can advance on to the next round. A vibrating jig is my #1 bait in Florida. It's been a staple for a lot of guys for many, many years. And you can throw it on braid or fluorocarbon, just depending on the cover you're around, but it's something you can throw through just about anything as long as you've got 6 inches of space to get it in through. So that's gonna be my #1 bait, something I love to throw. Also in the fall, the bait seems to be very small in a lot of the country. Haven't been to Florida in the fall, but I expect the same thing here. So this small square bill crankbait, you know, a lot of these places have canals, rocks, moving water, things like that. It's gonna be a great option for covering water there. And of course, you can't come to Florida without some sort of punching setup. You know, an 1.5 ounce weight, creature style bait, heavy braid to get through the thick vegetation. Sometimes those fish like to bury up where you can't get to them with any other bait. Those are my 3 options. Looking forward to the Patriot Cup.
With no practice and no information, the anglers only have 30 minutes to run the entire lake and try to formulate a game plan. For more on the options they have available, let's send it out to Marty Stone for today's lake breakdown.
Chad, when anglers come to Florida, they normally think of famed waters like St. John's, Toho Kissimmee, Okeechobee, Stick Marsh, and even the new headwaters. But what a lot of people don't realize is throughout Florida, there's a lot of numerous small lakes that are virtually untapped. And today we have those anglers on one such lake, Johns Lake. This lake is located in central Florida in Orange County, and it consists of 2,400 surface acres of water. But it's a little bit higher than that because of the high water this area's got. This lake is loaded with aquatic vegetation from end to end, and the primary cover is Kissimmee grass, cattails, lily pads, hydrilla above and below the water. This lake is also heavily developed, so there's tons of boat docks for these anglers to choose from. And today, we've got Florida stable weather, which is a good thing. We're here in mid-November, and in my mind, it's one of the peak times to be here. And let's not forget, we're in Florida, the home of giant bass, and this is a lake in which no angler will ever be out of it.
Everything looks good. Wow.
The grass growing out like 12 feet of water.
Yeah, I think these little saddles, you know, where you go from one lake into another, have always been sort of a key for me. If you don't know a lake, just get somewhere where they're flowing between them. So I'm gonna look at all the places that you just, you know, basically dump into the different lakes.
You know, so far it's kind of a different lake. You know, when we first started off, when we launched, I noticed a lot of grass. And this whole bay here, the only grass is on the bank, which makes it easier when you're in Florida compared to having the whole thing, you know, covered with grass. You know, you're gonna have to fish on the bank or around docks.
Got some cypress trees. That's kind of cool, huh? There's a lot of deep grass here. I mean, that could be an option. I don't know. Just, you don't have a lot of time. That's the problem, you know?
I'm wondering if that's hydrilla right now. I'm just seeing if there's, you know, what the grass looks like.
A lot of vegetation. I mean, there's a lot of hydrilla and coontail and stuff that's out in, you know, 6 to 8 feet of water. It's thick out to that depth.
I think my first inclination is to kind of fish on the outside grass line. I'm not seeing a lot of stuff that, you know, as far as like good, like real shallow water stuff that's key. There's a ton of shallow water cover here.
You know, the hardest thing about fishing Florida lakes, everywhere you look down here looks like if you made a cast right there, you'd catch a bass, but that's not ever the case.
I think if I can get on one of these outside grass lines and kind of be able to cover some water, maybe find some active fish. We got, like, this looks killer to me. I'm thinking like a trap or a bladed jig or something like that I can fish.
But it all looks good. This lake looks terrific. I mean, you've got boat docks, you've got grass, you've got pads, you've got reeds, you've got points, you've got deep water, shallow water. But it's always a puzzle. It's never easy.
Going back in this other section, at least just to start, the fish have got to be more narrowed down back here. I mean, this out here has probably got more. It's got more offshore vegetation for them to live in, but that just means there's that many more places for them to hide. So I'm gonna go back here and fish more visible cover.
So literally, y'all, I'm gonna fish from here to that log and we don't get bit that quick.
You'll find expert bass fishing know-how from Mercury MLF Pro Team anglers at MajorLakeFishing.com/Mercury Pro Tactics.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Lucas Oil. Keep that engine alive. B&W Trailer Hitches. Towing Adventure. Yeti. Built for the wild. Sonic. This is how we sonic. And by Kubota. Together, we do more.
Oh, it's Ott, okay. I'll let Ott go. Anybody else I'd be mad at, not Ott. How can you get mad at Ott? He's like the nicest guy in the world, minus Aaron. Aaron and Ott are the two nicest guys in the world. They would literally, if those guys cut me off and cast in front of me and caught an 8-pounder, I still wouldn't be mad at them. That's how nice they are.
It's Elimination Round One of General Tire's Major League Fishing. The first group of 9 anglers are on Johns Lake, eagerly awaiting the countdown to lines in for the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkeley from Kissimmee, Florida. Today's elimination round will consist of 3 periods. Only the top 6 competitors will advance to sudden death and move one step closer to the championship round. Major League Fishing's Elimination Round One begins now.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in.
Let's get the party started.
Go fishing.
Oh, snagged the first cast. That's good. I got to get that out of the way. That was my first cast. You can't catch it on your first cast. Bad luck.
So we picked this area out just because of the abundance of hydrilla. It's thick, it's pretty, it's real green, it's healthy. And once again, I mean, that's just the beginning, in my mind, of the whole life cycle. So there's gonna be all sorts of bluegill brim, there's gonna be shad around, hiding in and out of that stuff, and likely to be bass.
Mike, that'll be a fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty.
I told you can't catch one on your first cast.
Go ahead, good. $3 pounds, 0 ounces.
Happy retirement, fellas. Mwah. God, I didn't mean that to come off the hook.
First angler on the score tracker this morning is Mike Iaconelli, 3 pounds, 0 ounces.
Ooh, nice one. 3 pound minimum.
I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. You just randomly came in the back of this creek and you make an errant first cast, snag it to a bush, and you're happy, and you come back and say, thank God that wasn't my first cast. It's bad luck. You take your second cast, 3/4 of the way back to the boat, a 3-pounder eats it, you flip it, it comes off in midair and stays in the boat. I'm thinking the same thing. I don't know.
Stay down, stay down. That one will keep. So that'll be better.
We ain't lose our second clue.
1 pound, 11 ounces.
Woo! Toad, Florida toad. Pretty little fish. Thank you. Thank you, guy.
2 pounds, 4 ounces.
2-4. All you need is a little clue. One at a time, baby.
Anytime you see fish in Florida, spinnerbait probably has a good chance of catching some.
I swear, sometimes you can get a bad clue. I hate that. But I'd say 2 bites generally is not.
Yeah, oh dang, it's a good one. Dang, that fish is a lot bigger than what I was expecting to come out there. A lot bigger than what I was expecting to see.
3 pounds, 9 ounces.
3.9, dude, that is good in there. That is perfect, dude, they're blowing up.
Mike Defoe has caught his first bass, weighed 3 pounds, 9 ounces. He is now the leader. You've dropped a second.
Looks like they live in here. Let's continue to kind of pick up the pace a little bit.
I thought that was one come up and busted. Pretty good fish. All right, that's enough. I got him.
4 pounds, 10 ounces.
He's bigger than I thought he was. It's a good, pretty Lake Johns, Florida largemouth.
Michael catches a 4 pound, 10 ouncer. We catch a 14 ouncer.
Just one, but it still gives you enough confidence to keep doing what you're doing, especially one of that size.
I don't know if that's a bass or not. Yeah. That might be a sign I had a backlash.
Yep, he'll score.
take it any way you can get it.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
Can you believe that? Hey, I had a backlash. I'm sitting in a backlash out and it's in there. Whatever, I'll take it.
1 pound, 4 ounces.
Yep.
It's so weird they won't hit a topwater. Seems like it'd be the deal to me, but I don't know.
Boy, that looks good. A little breeze blowing in on it. Uh-oh. Plan on waking them all up.
It's somewhat like hunting a needle in a haystack, you know. A lot of things you can target here. I mean, you can go up there and fish a frog in those pads. You can fish docks. There's so many things you can do. But at the end of the day, there's going to be one thing that's going to work a lot better probably than everything else.
Oh, great. Great. Oh, broke my rod, dude.
3 pounds, 4 ounces.
3-4, nice one. There we go. That's what we came to see right there. Oh, thank you, baby.
Go, Mark, go. Sure, we'll figure out something by the end of the day. One way or the other, right?
Yeah, topwater prop baits, dude. I mean, that's just a tried and true bait down here in Florida. Of course, the gold and black combination. That's always a good deal down here, and paid off for me right there.
Maybe.
One pound, 6 ounces.
All right.
Go. I don't know how you can hit that hard and not get him. Eat the blade or something.
Fishing this Strike King Red Eye Shad on the Lou's rod and reel. That's the Lou's, it's one of those hack attack rods that they sell at the Academy. It's a great rod for fishing a lipless bait.
Stay on there.
Yep.
2 pounds, 13 ounces.
13, that's a pretty one. Nice pretty one up on the toad, up shallow.
Octopo just caught his 3rd fish. He's now at 7 pounds and 10 ounces in first.
Let's move, guys.
That was another pretty good fish back there if it was a bass. Yep, in the grass. Another pretty good one. Not a giant, not as 410, but he's scored.
Three pounds, 14 ounces.
314. These fish are so dark down here in Florida, so pretty. First time I fished down here this time of year, but seems to be pretty good so far. Probably able to retie after that one.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
Ooh, it's a nice one. You got them all wrapped up, don't I? Come here, you. Come here, Bubba. Dude, he's skinny, man. Look how skinny that thing is.
2 pounds, 9 ounces.
2.9, baby. Look at that mouth. Wow.
We're 1 hour into Elimination Round 1, and 8 of today's 9 pros have posted weight on the score tracker. Michael Neal has already caught a couple of big ones, putting him in first place with 8.5 pounds. And with so many cover options on this Florida lake, finding the sweet spot is easier said than done. Here's Marty Stone for today's Wiley X Eyewear, more than meets the eye.
As these anglers attack Johns Lake in Elimination Round 1, they've got some choices to make. And they're going to be whether to fish high drill or not. For the anglers that really want to burn down the bank and just fish the obvious Kissimmee grass outside edges and boat docks, the volume of water will usually produce the numbers. But there's enough high drill on this lake that's matted and also offshore, that if an angler's willing to invest the time, it could be the proverbial needle in a haystack. Hydrilla, there's a lot of risk and reward, and there's small areas that are gonna be key. And these anglers today are gonna have to choose. Do you fish the volume of water, or are you gonna look for that proverbial needle in the haystack?
For once, I would like to see the score tracker help me. What I mean by that is, you know, an angler not fishing another angler's water, but kind of help me get more keyed in. Instead, it always seems to just crush me around my neck all day long.
Oh, I don't think he's hooked very good. Hooked on the outside of the mouth. I knew something wasn't right.
Oh. Still like a good one. Adorable. I think. Yeah, he'll score. That one will score.
Not as big.
3 pounds even.
But still a good one. They're all good, solid fish in here. Snapped it out of the grass and he took off with it.
1 pound, 10 ounces.
110. Nice, chunky one. Good little fatty.
I used to always try and guess at what everybody was doing in these, and I've about given up on that because you're wrong about 90% of the time.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Top water spy bait. That is what it's worth.
3 pounds, 13 ounces.
313. I'm buzzing the spy bait. It's a little storm spy bait, buzzing it right on the surface. Top water bait, basically.
Another score tracker update. Ott Defoe just caught another fish, weighed 3 pounds, 13 ounces, moving his total to 13 pounds, 1 ounce, moving him into first place.
Good gosh.
Well, I must have found him a little area right there. It's just like we was talking about in this funnel here. But I never got a bite.
Maybe.
1 pound, 8 ounces.
1/8. All right.
1 pound, 3 ounces.
Yeah. All right. Number 2. Look how black he is. That's the healthier bass. Looks good. You can tell he's been living back in this dark vegetation. He's all black. Looks good. Oh, let's get another one.
Came back into the area where I started and got bit. 2 quick bites flipping, of course, and man, I know they're living in this grass. Even that one I caught on top was over the top of some hydrilla. It's just gonna be a matter of putting it in front of them.
I thought it was a pickerel. It wasn't.
1 pound, 14 ounces.
Oh, I thought I almost got a 2-pounder. But I'll take what I can get right now. I'll take what I can get.
Got one. All I had to do was slow down. Did you see that? That was like the easiest adjustment I've ever made.
1 pound, 3 ounces.
Giant. Came off. That'll get your heart pumping. You throw out there in the middle of the lake and get one, because you know what could happen. There could be a whole wad of them out there, a whole big school.
All I did was grab a soft stick bait. This is a Berkeley Max Scent General, and I slowed down in the grass. Instead of winding, I just slowed down. Lighter weight, literally the first cast, got a keeper.
Another one.
One pound, 2 ounces.
Woo! That's the brother. Thank you, little guy. All right, well, baby.
John Murray's caught 2 more fish. He's now at 5 pounds and 13 ounces, 4th place.
Let's move, guys.
Oh, please stay on, little buddy.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Woo! 3 brothers. What happened to that one little 14-ouncer? He's sitting on score. Well, he should have ate another shad. Come on, buddy. Oh, man. They don't really want it. They're not really eating it. They're just slapping at it. Oh, I can't tell by you. You might be. You might be.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
All right, I'll take that all day long. Yeah, there. See, he got a little belly on him. That was that 1 ounce. Got me.
John Murray's caught 2 more fish. He's now at 8 pounds, 0 ounces, in 3rd place.
We just need to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, that first fish kind of, I think, was just a gift.
Just fishing a saddle here. We talked about it this morning. It's basically a saddle between 2 bays. Doesn't have much grass, but it's a great movement spot between 2 bays. It's not too obvious just because it's not a canal like a lot of the places. It's actually wide here.
Sounds like another pretty good one. He ain't real good, but he's good enough.
2 pounds, 11 ounces.
Not a great big one, but big enough again. Solid fish in this little place.
Slight touch, that's not a penalty.
Look at the size of that head on that thing. Looks like me. Big, fat head.
4 pounds, 2 ounces.
Notice, big, fat head, big, fat head. Look at that thing, dude. Isn't that beautiful?
MyOutdoorTV is your home for every exciting moment of the 2022 MLF season.
Boom!
Every episode, including live events.
Yes, sir!
Try it free at MyOutdoorTV.com. Use promo code YT30.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkeley from Kissimmee, Florida.
Slight touch, that's not a penalty.
Oh, that's a big one. Look at the size of that head on that thing. Looks like me. Big, fat head.
4 pounds, 2 ounces.
Michael Neal has company. Mike Iaconelli has joined him as the second angler to catch a 4-pound bass here on Johns Lake. As the rest of these pros look to join the club, they'll continue to search for the mammoth bass until the final bell rings. Today, only 6 anglers will advance to the sudden death rounds.
Berkeley power bait. This is called Max Scent. This is a soft stick bait, June bug color, just one of the best colors you can throw in Florida. I'm Texas rigging it.
I don't care if they're, 14 ounces, at least they're bass bites. When you don't know a lake, you have to find the activity zones and then figure out how to catch the big ones later.
It seems like these fish are relating to these isolated clumps. That one was a little bit further out on this hydrilla, but what a good fish.
Fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty.
Oh, man.
Non-scorable, 12 ounces.
12 ounces and a penalty. That about sums up the morning so far.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Another big one. Yeah.
That is a slight touch, not a penalty. 3 pounds, 4 ounces.
That's just thinking on your feet, guys. You notice why? You wonder why. I know what you're saying at home. Why's he got 30 rods on the deck? That's why. That's why.
Mike Iaconelli caught a 3-pound 4-ounce fish. He's now at 11 pounds 9 ounces.
Dang. They were biting a little bit somewhere.
Roy, there's 45 minutes remaining in period 1. We better go find some bass.
We got the 1-2 punch now. Between that soft stick and this, that's the second good bite I've had with this. The first one I didn't hook up on.
£2 pounds, 9 ounces.
Oh, they're good solid fish.
Michael Neal now leads with 16 pounds, 12 ounces.
That's Michael Neal right there. Huh.
Never fun. That and a score on the Ned.
That's 2 of them. I don't know what either of them are dang keepers.
For that one be a landing violation.
Yeah.
1 pound, 8 ounces.
Pound and a halfer. Hey, hey.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
Thank you. 2 minutes worth that, I'll guarantee you right now. He's a precious little guy. His little brother wasn't near as big, so he cost me 2 minutes, but I sort of need 2 minutes.
John Murray is currently in penalty.
Well, I know what we're not in. Penalty or on the score tracker.
At the Delta, I mean, we do that all the time. You cast where the birds are, you know, a bird sitting there. Whether or not they freaking will eat it or not, they're looking up at it. You know, they're waiting for a chance to get it. You throw that frog over there and freaking a lot of times, man, we catch them right where the bird is.
Got him. Look at that one.
£3 pounds, 4 ounces. You know, I was thinking about getting my hair cut before this event, but I got with Becky and I was just like, nah, why?
1 pound, 7 ounces.
Thank you. Getting giant around here.
Did you see that bite? Boy, he wanted to kill that thing, didn't he? Jeez Louise. I'm still scared. You ever see The Exorcist?
It'd be nice to come to Florida and catch a big one, you know? That's why you come to Florida. Like a 7 or 8 pounder, you know?
That was the one we needed to say, hey, man, hey, you're doing the right thing, you know? Hey, it's like a tap on the shoulder, you know? Hey, man, buddy, you're doing the right thing.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. That's what we wanted. I knew there had to be one in here.
What do you get, the swim bait?
Oh, that's a fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty.
At least to get it in the boat.
2 pounds, 4 ounces.
My first 2-pounder. My first scoreable on the BPT trail. I'm glad we're not on the BPT trail.
1 pound, 0 ounces. I tried to give it.
At least it's a pound.
Yeah.
The only 2 I caught that were like way back in the swamp stuff, you know? But I just feel like there's something better than that.
Big one. Big fish. Big one. Golly. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, this big one. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Yes. Look at that fish right there. Oh my goodness.
6 pounds, 13 ounces.
Wow, it looks bigger than that, does it not? Wow, 613. What a fish. Oh.
Roy, there's 1 minute remaining in period one. I thought we were supposed to catch a great big one right before the end of the period. Isn't that how that worked?
That's what you come to Florida for right there. This morning I woke up, I'm like, man, today's a chance, because back at home right now, you can't catch them like this. Look at that.
Britt Myers just moved to 5th place. He caught a 6-pound, 13-ounce bass. He's now had 8 pounds and 2 ounces. He has 2 fish.
That's how quick it can change down here in Florida.
Dude, I was mentally getting down, and I'm telling myself,
20 seconds.
Don't get beat like this. Do something, do something. And that right there wasn't a change. That was just a man upstairs reward me for staying at it.
I can water ski a 2-pounder 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out, end of period one.
Probably the most fish made in Florida, but you cannot, it's like the American Express card. You can't leave on without it.
That's a wrap, man. First period, first MLF Cup, the old Patriot Cup.
We got on a stretch, we identified a little shallower bite consisting of whatever this Florida grass, I call it Florida grass is, and a little bit shallower hydrilla edge.
Came through there, and I almost gave up earlier, and a little point I came through, more and more baits coming up on there. So I'm like, well, maybe, I'll keep going, and I see a few fish swirl in that Kissimmee grass, but I can't get bit in Kissimmee grass. And
using that max scent stick worm, slowing down, mixing in that frog.
And I have a little fish on, throw back up here, and a nice fish comes back and just flushes it. It looked to be a 3-pounder. And then the next cast, old pretty girl bit it, so.
We're comfortably in the top 6. That's all you can ask for period one.
We're gonna go back to the rendezvous point, and we're coming right back.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Berkeley, your fish, our science. Wiley X Eyewear, go confidently. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Favorite Fishing, the future of fishing. And by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
I'm in 4th, it's a good start. Not necessarily worried about 1st or 2nd or who's in front of me. I'm worried about who's behind me.
Right before the end of the period, I actually saw a fish run a bait in that Kissimmee grass, and then time was up. So I was actually really stoked and excited. And I started rigging up some baits to try to flip the Kissimmee grass and was ready to go back at it.
The biggest thing for me, I've seen so many times that break. It's like someone puts a new lake out there and everything changes, but we still had the wind, we still had a bit of sun and clouds, so the conditions were staying pretty similar.
The wind is kind of dying down a little bit. The sun's really starting to get bright, and I'm wondering if my moving bait bite is going to start waning.
I had to retie my spy bait setup, whatever you want to call this thing, this crazy outfit that I've got that I'm slinging around. I didn't really want anybody to see it because I thought they're going to think I've lost my mind.
There's no doubt, period 2, guess what? I'm going right back where I left off, and I'm going to continue on the pattern that I left.
I really hadn't touched where I'd been fishing. I'd hit a couple little places in there, but I knew there was a lot more there. Heading into that next period, I knew it was going to be a make or break for me.
While our pros make their adjustments for period 2, let's take a look at the score tracker. Johns Lake has the bass. Britt Myers closed out period 1 with a 6-pound, 13-ounce Berkeley big bass of the day, while John Murray is making hay by weighing in hordes of 1-pound bass. Murray is now within 1 pound of the must-add point position leader, Michael Neal. Whether it's by numbers or by landing big trophy bass, our pros need to find themselves in the top 6 if they hope to advance to sudden death.
3, 2, 1, you can go.
All right, we pulled up here. We're gonna fish some of this outside Kissimmee grass for a few minutes and just see, like I say, man, I'm still just looking and looking because I really don't feel like I'm dialed in on anything. I need to get going with something.
The wind definitely picked up. We're on the protected bank and we feel it.
You know, Florida's historically, for me, always been either you catching, they're usually what I call swamp bass. They're like 13 ounces up to about 1.6 pounds.
Yeah.
You catching them, or they 5 pounds and bigger. It seemed like there ain't a lot of in-betweens, you know?
Wish I knew.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like the feeling of a one something. Just giants.
I ain't sure if it's a bass. Yep.
£2 pounds, 3 ounces.
Pretty dark fish. Same bait.
John Murray did catch a fish, 1 pound, 0 ounces, and Michael Neal has caught another fish that weighed 2 pounds and 3 ounces.
Oh, man. I blasted it.
Back hook, didn't you, buddy? That was all you had, but you had it. Gosh, he come unglued on it.
1 pound, 10 ounces.
110. Happy to see you, buddy. It's just really flat. The better places seem to be where it's got a line of it almost topped out, and it comes out in maybe 10 yards of scattered stuff. Oh, got him. Boy, you got that middle hook. That's how you want them to get it. When they get that hook, that one that's in the center, that's when you're doing it right.
1 pound, 10 ounces.
10. Twins. Boom.
Mark Daniels Jr. has caught 2 fish. Both of them weighed 1 pound, 10 ounces. He now has 10 pounds and 4 ounces.
How on earth we're not catching it?
So hard not to set the hook on these baits. When they come up, you got braided line. I'm using a short fluorocarbon leader. And the reason for that is so that braid doesn't get caught up in that propeller. But when they come up super aggressive like that, you just want to lean into them. You do not want to set the hook. And they'll get buried down in that grass sometimes. And that's not a bad thing. Just pull them straight up through the grass. It could be really key.
There we go. Look at that sucker. Look how black that bass is.
2 pounds, 13 ounces.
Hey, that is a resident bass. That has lived in the grass, literally, its whole life. I will take it.
Roy, I've got you a score tracker update. Cody Myers caught a fish. He's moved into 8th place.
He caught a bass?
2 pounds, 13 ounces.
Oh, boy.
Hallelujah. Skunk's out of the boat. Yeah! Finally!
Ah, come on, fish. What are you doing? Even if they're like little ones, like 12 inches up there, you know? Just need to get something going here. This feels like it's fizzled on us.
Oh my gosh. Come on over there. You got you a mouthful, didn't you, boss? Come here. Come here. Come here. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Did y'all see that explosion? Look how he got it.
4 pounds, 8 ounces.
4, 8. What an explosion. Oh my goodness. Did you see that thing come out of the water? Oh, thank you, Mama. Oh, what a bite. What a bite. There you go, big one. That's a keeper. That's what we came back here for. See that? You see that? You see these moves I'm talking about? You see that? Abandon that pattern, quick, when you don't get a bite. This is fishing, man. This ain't Scrabble.
1 pound, 8 ounces.
So what I did there is, this is a pattern, a separate pattern that I fish in Florida a lot. It produces a lot of little fish like that.
Roy, I've got you a score tracker update. Mike Iaconelli's caught another fish. He's moved into third. He's now at 16 pounds, 5 ounces.
Big and dumb, that's all we want, big and dumb.
These are resident fish that live here. You see how calm it is back here. It's clean water. I saw some bluegill when we first came in. It's got a lot of elements that I like. So we just need keepers.
Yes. Yes.
Woo!
2 pounds, 12 ounces.
Yes. Frog. It's getting, yes. I actually saw one pad like rise up. And I flipped my worm over there, nothing. And I flipped my frog over there and she's crushed it. Yes, that's huge.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkeley from Kissimmee, Florida. Michael Neal is taking care of business. He's holding on to first place by putting in some overtime on these expansive hydrilla mats, as you can see here in today's favorite fishing overview of the day. We're at the midway point of today's competition, and we have a close battle at the top of the score tracker. But the real war is at the 6th place elimination line. While Michael Neal and John Murray race toward 20 pounds at the top, over 6 pounds separates 6th place from 7th. Luckily for the pros at the bottom, a couple of Florida giants could change their fates in an instant.
This feels right to catch some keepers. I'm not gonna say catch any big ones back here. Probably won't.
You never know. Find a little honey hole.
There we go. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
5 pounds, 5 ounces.
5 pounder, Lake Johns, Florida. Johns Lake. Going right back. There she goes. Think I'll stick with the old bladed jig a little while longer.
Score tracker shows Michael Neal's caught another fish. His last fish was 5 pounds, 5 ounces.
5 pounder? You definitely figured something out.
Every fish I've caught pretty much has been the same exact type stuff. It's just hydrilla. Some of it's coontail mixed in, but you can see there's a solid, pretty well mat of it, and then it falls off out here in 6 or 7 feet. There's just a little bit of scattered stuff out on the edge of the mat, and that's where they've all been. Gotta get out of here. That was another false signal. Hate when that happens. That was a big one. It's like they pushed up in that stuff a little more. They still won't bite my swim jig, and I can't get them out with this.
There's one.
They're right in that clump right there.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
Hey, 1-1. Bites are few and far between. I will gladly take that right now.
There was another one down there. Heck yeah. All right.
1 pound, 15 ounces.
All right.
Ow!
You know, the problem is, you know, we've got 2 bites in here in the last hour or so, but there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, there's one across the bay, one here. It's definitely not a pattern.
We're in this little ditch, and I got a couple bites, like, real quick, and I just had to double check and see if there was more in there, and so I dug out the old drop shot, and got me a decent one anyway.
You just need a 7-pounder.
So a lot of times when you're drop shotting, you know, you'll have a pretty long leader, you know, but in this situation, I want a real short one. I want it to be real close down by the bottom and, you know, not really elevated a bunch. The water's fairly shallow. This is maybe 6 or 7 feet deep right there. And you just want it down low. You want to elevate it off the bottom to where you have good movement, but you want it to stay right down where they're at.
All right. Take that.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
2 pounds, 1 ounce. Again, look how dark that fish is. Living in that mat.
Cody Myers caught another fish. He's now at 5 pounds, 15 ounces.
Uh-oh.
In 8th place.
Here he comes.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
Get up, India.
All right. Take that.
Thanks, little dude.
Cody Meyer and Roy Hawk are chipping away at Britt Meyer's lead over 7th place. They're each within 5 pounds of putting themselves above the elimination line. As we get deeper into the afternoon, these anglers will have to adapt to changing conditions if they hope to avoid elimination. For more on that, here's Marty Stone for today's 6-hour Success Insight.
Early in the first period, Johns Lake acted just like a Florida lake acts in the fall of the year. There was a good morning bite, and there were several common denominators. The first, the bait fish was present. Second was open water, and mainly open water that was over the top of hydrilla. Michael Neal, he found success with a vibrating jig. John Murray, he did his damage with a jerkbait. You can add Iconelli and Defoe in the mix there. All these anglers were catching fish mainly in open water. Then as the period drug on, that bite slowly but surely went away. Now in the second period, it's come to almost a halt. There's going to be some keys for these anglers that want to have success in the second period and moving forward. There's going to have to be adjustment. When that morning bite's done, it's pretty much over with. You'll still catch some scragglers, mainly small scoreable fish. But for the angler that's going to be successful today, there's going to have to be a big-time adjustment. Is it going to be thicker into the Kissimmee grass? Will it be punching mats in the hydrilla? Or will it be under the boat docks? But make no mistake about it, now in this second period, that easy feed's done. The grind has started, and someone's going to have to make a key adjustment if they want to be successful in today's elimination round number 1.
I think he might.
Well, 1 pound, 3 ounces.
He's got room to spare. Finally, I scored one. Well, that has been a hot minute.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Yeah, buddy. 1 pound, 2 ounce. He came back. Came back because he only had one eye. We like him, though.
Oh, dadgummit. I knew when I hit him, I wasn't gonna get him. He had done swam too far.
Some honey hole, huh? I was hoping we were dialing in on something, you know?
No, 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 no.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Just a giant. Brett's catching 6-pounders back there. I'm catching 1-2s. We'll take them all day long, though.
I'd like to know what John Murray's doing just to get that many bites, but his size has been lacking.
Brings your total to 20 pounds, 8 ounces.
Yay, got to 20 pounds. 20 fish, 20 pounds. Yay.
1 pound, 14 ounces.
Well, let's run over to that canal where those fish were boiling. I don't know if someone's fishing there or not, but it's the only other place I saw action.
Mark Davis is just go out there and catch him out in the middle. He's just dedicated to it.
I mean, you know, this deal, at some point we got to bail on it, you know? I'd love to catch them like this, you know, all day. This was definitely like the right thing to do. We had to get calm water, you know?
Took me 2 tries, but I got him.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
2 pounds to the total.
3 minutes, 5 pounds out.
5 pounds out.
Last fish, Michael moved you to 26 pounds, 5 ounces.
Could pull a talk and just go in.
Man, that went quick. Felt like an hour, it was just like 5 minutes ago.
Need to catch one more this period. I just had the dang bite.
26.
Oh, I just had a bite too. I felt it just ding.
They're just random anymore. They're not on the edge like they were as much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lines out, end of period 2.
Well, that's it for period 2, man.
Well, period 2 was about a polar opposite of period 1.
I've caught 3 fish doing 3 different things.
And had some nice bites. Caught a nice 4-pounder. I mean, there's definitely lots of fish to be had. A bunch of guys are catching them, like Michael. Some really good ones, too. And so I think we're going to stick with the game plan, come back into this particular small little lake, and just start fishing a bunch of random areas and just keep exploring new places.
What I'm doing is still working. I've been all the way around this one area, though, so I guess I'll come back here in the 3rd period and fish some of the same stretches again and hope for a little bit better execution.
Currently, right now, we're in 8th place, but you know what? We're definitely not out of it. And we have another 2.5 hours to try to make some magic happen and move on.
A couple good bites, man. We could be right back in the top of this thing, so we'll keep grinding it out.
MyOutdoorTV is your home for every exciting moment of the 2022 MLF season.
Boom!
Every episode, including live events.
Yes, sir!
Try it free at MyOutdoorTV.com. Use promo code YT30.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Squincher, hydration that works. Sig Sauer, never settle. Kissimmee, Florida. Experience vacation nirvana. And by Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkeley from Kissimmee, Florida. The anglers are in the final break of Elimination Round 1.
This is it. It's all down to this. I'm the bubble boy, 6th place. I got a 4-pound lead. Sounds like a lot, but that's one swing of the bat and I'm out of it.
On these deals, the top 6, what you want. I don't care if you're 1st or 6th. You're gonna go through and have another shot at it. So that's the best part of it.
I'm the one guy out of the cut right now, so we have to go find him.
While they gear up for period 3, let's take a look at the score tracker. As we enter the final 2.5 hours of Elimination Round 1, Michael Neal appears to have sealed his fate. He's been dropping bombs on the score tracker, bringing his total weight to over 26 pounds with only 8 bass. For our pros at the bottom, they could flip the script and write themselves into the sudden death rounds with 1 or 2 of these huge Florida bass. For more on that, let's go out to Marty Stone for today's Yeti Cooler Talk.
You come to Florida, you think about big fish. You drop a 613 on. Tell me about that bite.
Man, I'll be honest with you, I was, when I woke up this morning, I had that just, hey, I'm in Florida feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're in the land of the giants. And I know it's fall and the fish typically probably don't bite that good this time of year, but you always got that shot. When he hits and I set the hook, there is no doubt it's a big fish, and it was a lot of fun catching that one.
You're not catching a quantity. catching the quality. 6th place, pretty good shape, but you got 3 hammers breathing down your throat. What are you gonna do to close out this period?
I got to catch 2 or 3 fish. So I'm going to fish a couple grass lines first thing right after this period. And then I'm probably going to put that frog in my hand and try to get a couple bites. I did have 1 fish on that I lost. I buried in the pads. And I had another blow up. So that's been the most consistent bite. It's hard to get a bite in that thick stuff, but I think it could get better the last period.
Brent Myers drops a bomb on him in this first elimination round. He's got some work. Needs to catch a few scoreable bass to be able to close it out and advance to sudden death.
All right, let's do this thing.
4, 3, 2, 1. You can go.
We're gonna crank till the cows come home.
Catch about 10 pounds this period and seal the deal. It's a game plan.
You know, 1 big bite, and that's probably enough.
Got to be around that hydrilla. That is the one thing that has been for sure key.
That's a big, good fish. Yes! Oh! Yes!
2 pounds, 3 ounces.
Look at that. Key fish, 3rd period. Key fish, 3rd period. Look at that. Eat the speed worm. Let me get off this point right quick. Yes!
Brent Myers caught another fish, 2 pounds, 3 ounces. He's in 6th place with 13-1.
Okay. He ain't waste no time.
There's a little dip in the grass right there. Just caught that fish. I mean, I can just envision the bait fish balled up right in that little pocket. I got a 7/6 ducket medium action rod, 4/0 hook, and a speed worm.
I just want to get off the bubble and get into a nice, safe place. Would be nice. Would feel really good.
Guys, these guys, they practice, they're fishing. I keep saying practice, well, that's what we're doing. We've had no practice, so everybody's dialing this lake in. The last hour, it's going to go up. The weights will go up. These guys are just too good. They'll start figuring them out. So got to catch everything I can catch right now. Don't leave anything on the table.
£1 pound, 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had enough 14 ounces. That's the right size for today.
Oh my goodness. Did y'all see that? God. What happened there, guys? Where'd all y'all go?
Little fatty.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
1.5. Nice little chunker. Yep, I think I need to put the toad in my hand and go.
Hot Defoe's caught another fish, 1 pound, 5 ounces. He's currently in 3rd place with 18 pounds, 1 ounce.
I don't even know what to do.
He's still on there for now. Not giant, but keep us in the right direction.
3 pounds, 12 ounces.
Pretty good fish.
Michael Neal's caught another fish. He now leads with 30 pounds, 1 ounce.
Michael, you can catch all you want to catch, bro.
It's about the same place I caught that 5 earlier.
Yeah. That might be, I just got done saying, I cannot figure out how to catch them.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
That's an important fish right there. Hopefully, you know, when you get a bite, it's a sign. Hopefully that's a sign. I just got done saying, you know, I can't figure out how to catch these fish. Obviously, they're still here, right?
They're hiding. They're hiding. They're hiding and we can't find them.
You know, a lot of times what happens is the wind takes that frog bite away. You know, even sometimes just a ripple. And, you know, there's not a lot of wind, but that one, I really started, once I was near that clump, I started slow rolling it. 1/4 ounce white swim jig, little Berkeley trailer on the back.
Got one.
1 pound, 8 ounces.
1 pound, 8 ounces again. Look how dark they are. Oh my gosh. Those things are living in that hydrilla.
Cody Myers just caught another fish, Brett.
That's one swing. We already know what 6 pounds is. That's one bass.
That thing blew up on it. I waited, didn't have it, and it blew up on it again.
Oh, there's a good one. Dang it. He got that back hook, and that's why he felt, I mean, he felt like big. Well, he is compared to what I've been catching.
1 pound, 11 ounces.
Oh, like I started the day, 111. I like 111. So much better than 11 ounces. Nice one. Woo! I liked it. Woo!
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
Here we go.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Yes, yes, yes.
That bass gives Britt Myers some much-needed distance over 7th place. He currently stands just under 8 pounds over the elimination line, but this lead could be decimated in minutes on this lake. With the clock ticking and only 6 spots to advance, now's the time for our pros to step up to the plate and secure their place in sudden death.
Woo! I need one solid fish. I'm a huge Cody and Roy fan, but I just want them to catch just a little bit less than me today.
Lost one right before that.
1 pound, 11 ounces.
About the smallest one of the day, but he still counts. Swapped up to braid and a 3/8 instead of a half. Just try and keep it up higher.
John Michael Neal caught a fish. He's now at 31 pounds, 12 ounces.
Oh, he actually caught a little one.
Yep. 1 pound, 11 ounces.
That's my big one.
Figured I needed about 10 pounds this period, so about on track.
I'm sitting pretty good right now, but this is Florida, man. I know how easy it is to... I'm the guy on the bubble.
There he goes.
£1 pound, 1 ounce.
Mike Iaconelli caught another fish. He's at 19 pounds, 7 ounces.
Ike's up there on that stretch. I started the second period and missed them 3 or 4 on. I was gonna go back over there.
Now that was, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Look, you see that little, it's like one little, what is that thing? That's what he was on. You see it? It's like, it's one little sprig there.
And this place didn't automatically just all of a sudden turned into the toughest place ever. I've had 2 bites this period.
I was ready to abandon this pattern. And that fish did it, man. Kept me on it.
Another keeper. Scoreable. Come on, stay down, you bugger. Stay down. I like it when you stay down, buddy. No, don't go down. Just come up here, come in the boat. I think
you got a scoreable.
I think I got a scoreable.
1 pound, 4 ounces.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you, little guy.
John Murray just caught his 19th fish, 5 pounds, 15 ounces behind you.
Well, he's got to catch 5.
Uh-oh.
See all that bait when that bait landed? Good things are gonna happen on this cast right here.
It's amazing how far you can fish when you just put the trolling motor down and go. I mean, I fished almost this whole thing.
Told you that was gonna happen. A big one too. I call that one. And you switch to a swim jig, and that's what we did. Look at that, down his throat. Little Berkeley swimmer on the back. Look at that thing, biggest one of the day.
£4 pounds, 6 ounces.
Yeah, yeah. That's the fish to do it.
Mike Iaconelli now has 23 pounds, 13 ounces. His last one was 4 pounds, 6 ounces.
That's a good fish. I can only catch all the ones he wants. I don't care.
A lot of times you let a spot rest. You know, this is where we caught him this morning. Period 2, we never fished it. Period 3, we came back, changed tactics, and we're gonna get in. That was the goal.
Oh, happy days are here again. Usually the pickles stop eating after a certain point. These ones don't.
There goes, big one. Another 4-pounder. It's, when you find it, it's like magic. You can't find it, you can't find it. You feel like you're the only guy in town without a fish, and look at this. Another one down his throat.
4 pounds, 0 ounces.
I don't know. Some days you don't have a clue.
Nice, a keeper there.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
Well, that was another big one. Hit like a big one.
Score tracker update. Since the last report, Iaconelli's caught 2 fish. He's at 28 pounds, 14 ounces. Trails you by 2 pounds, 14 ounces.
Needs to slow up a little bit.
Big ones are biting. It's funny, they like a little bit of wind. I was all like anti-wind earlier because I was trying to force that frog, you know?
That's gonna help. Yes, yes, it's gonna be really close.
1 pound, 4 ounces.
Yes, insurance right there. Yes, I think I passed Mark Daniels Jr. Mark Daniels Jr. Meet Cody Meyer. You play with him for a little bit. Let me try to get off the cut line for a minute. At least for a few minutes. Woo, it feels good. I'm not gonna lie.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkeley from Kissimmee, Florida.
I call that one.
Mike Iaconelli has gone on a tear, adding 10.5 pounds to his total in under 20 minutes. At this point in the round, it's just bragging rights for Ike. But for the anglers below the elimination line, this should serve as inspiration. If they could find a hot spot, they could punch their ticket to the sudden death round and move one step closer to the Patriot Cup Championship.
You've got 44 minutes remaining in this period.
Come on, 44. Tick, clock, tick, clock, tick.
Here goes a car. See that? 2-pounder.
I'm just trying to tick every piece of hydrillo. If you can, I don't know if you can see it on the Lowrance Electronics right there. I'm out here in 7 feet. That's 7 foot of water. I'm on a great stretch. I know I'm on a great stretch.
Come on, buddy. There you go. He was barely hooked.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
All right, those are the ones I like. Unpound them to death, boys.
That's what we need right there. That's it. Needed that one for a while.
5 pounds, 2 ounces.
5 pounder, another one. Pretty John's Lake fish. There she goes.
Michael Neal just caught another fish, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. He now leads with 36 pounds, 14 ounces.
Michael catching freaking big in the flow. Unreal. That one definitely helped the cause. Just need 1 or 2 more and it'll be all over. That one's a one pluser.
1 pound, 9 ounces.
Oh, pound and a halfer. I like it.
John Murray is now at 28 pounds, 6 ounces. He caught a 1 pound, 9 ounce bass.
Man, it was like every other cast for a while there. Now I can't get a bite.
I don't think I've ever caught so many 1 pound fish in my life and 14 ounce fish.
Oh, I'm like, what's going on here? There we go. I had a good feeling about this spot, dude. As soon as I pulled up, I just said it.
2 pounds, 6 ounces.
2.6. There we go. What did I need?
2.4.
2.4. There we go. Boom.
Major league fishing, it never goes down this easy. I gotta catch more fish. Whew, I know it, too.
He got it, dude. Scared me. I love it when they eat it like that. I didn't even have to set the hook. My line just took off, and everything took care of itself.
I don't like being in 6th place. Gotta get that 1 3/4 pounds.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty. 1 pound, 5 ounces.
All right.
We got 5 minutes remaining in the round.
Oh, yeah. That's a keeper. Scoreable. I mean, not much of one, but I think he'll go.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Thank you. Yep, one little scoreable there. Let's see if we can get another one, man. We got a little time left.
I really thought there might be a chance to catch a 4 or 5 this way because, I mean, I've caught them. And whether they're up there eating a little bass or eating what, usually there's a couple good ones around.
Not a giant, but he'll add to the lead.
3 pounds, 6 ounces.
Another solid 3 pounder. Pretty fish.
Michael Neal has caught another fish. He's now at 40 pounds, 4 ounces.
You don't need to catch no more. He's just showing off.
That last one might have been the nail in the coffin. But I wouldn't be against catching another one.
Well, I can promise you he's not on this lake fishing points. A, we'd see him, and B, that 40 pounds won't live out here.
2 minutes.
I don't know when I've ever fished a lake as pretty as this and had this harder time catching fish out of it.
We got us a scoreable, brah. Come on, you're done. We gotta catch your brother. Your mom. Somebody.
£1 pound, 5 ounces.
1 5. Thank you, sir. All right, man. Let's get another one.
You know what I feel like I'm doing right now? Going through the motions. I mean, dude, I ain't got a clue how to catch one.
10. Should have come done this a little earlier, probably. Maybe kept me above the line or something, you know?
5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
Lines out, end of the round.
Yeah. Woo! Man, that feels good. That feels good.
Am I supposed to throw a big fit now or something, right? Just slam her out or do something crazy? And
That was a good day. I mean, anytime you get to come out and do what you want to do, and for me, that's throw moving baits all day. That's,
Can't ask for anything better.
Elimination round number 1, Patriot Cup, made it through. Ended up in 3rd place. Weird day, you know, bites were hard to come by. We had 2 windows, one with a frog when it was calm, a second window of bites with a swim jig when it got windy.
Had to just make one adjustment today. Went from a ½ ounce this morning on 16-pound fluorocarbon to a 3/8 ounce on braid this afternoon. The fish moved up in the water column closer to the thicker grass. And if I didn't figure that out later in the day, I probably wouldn't have won the round.
No, I had a great time. First cup, kind of flirted around the line a little bit throughout the day, but you know, in the end, I didn't get above it. So it's the way it goes, and looking forward to the next one, man.
Just that one little tweak, one little adjustment counted for a bunch of fish. So looking forward to carrying on at the sudden death round here in Florida.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Mossy Oak. Hunt. Fish. Repeat. Abu Garcia. Fish to win. Optima Batteries. The ultimate power source. And by Barbasol Shaving Cream and Razors. A close, comfortable shave for the past 100 years.
Elimination Round 1 of the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkley, is now in the books. Today, 9 Major League Fishing pros kicked off the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup from Kissimmee, Florida. With no practice and no information, they had to adapt to Johns Lake and quickly locate the bass. The morning bite was strong here in Florida. 8 of the 9 pros got on the score tracker in the first hour. From there, it was a story of quality versus quantity. Mike Iaconelli and Michael Neal weighed in multiple 4- and 5-pound Florida bass, while John Murray played the numbers game, ending the day with 22 bass. In the end, it was Michael Neal's strategy that dominated the day. Let's catch up with Michael Neal and check out his winning baits in Bass Pro Shop's End of the Line.
I'm Michael Neal, and here's how I won my elimination round of the Patriot Cup. It was a vibrating jig, both 3/8 and ½ ounce, black and blue. Nothing real complicated, typical Florida fishing. Vibrating jig has been a staple down here for many years now, and all I did was just go out and cover hydrilla lines. There was a good hydrilla line, really defined, went from the bank out to 7-8 feet deep, and those fish were just relating to the edge all day, whether it was the very edge, the deeper edge, or later in the day they got up on the edge of the thicker stuff where it turned into scattered. So just moving around, fishing different parts with a vibrating jig all day long, proved to be a lot of baits and a lot of good fish. Pretty Johns Lake fish.
With today's win, Michael Neal is advancing to sudden death. He'll be joined by John Murray, Mike Iaconelli, Mark Daniels Jr., Ott Defoe, and Britt Myers. The bottom 3 anglers will be heading home.
Big one, big.
Securing a spot in sudden death is made much easier when you land a 6-pound, 13-ounce Berkley Big Bass of the day. This gorilla put Britt Myers over the elimination line and secured his entry to the sudden death rounds.
Oh my goodness.
Britt Myers also earned today's Barbasol close shave. Britt only caught 7 bass this round and spent the majority of the day on the bubble. But that giant Florida bass gave him the edge he needed over 7th place. Let's send it over to Marty Stone, who's with today's winner, Michael Neal.
First period, Michael Neal was leading. Second period, Michael Neal was leading. End of the day, you're still on top of the score tracker.
Yeah,
it's pretty dominant.
It was. I mean, it was a special day, no doubt. And coming into it, when we put the boat in the water, I'm like, I have no idea what to even expect. I've never fished Florida in the fall, never fished any of these small lakes, really. So just to come out on top, that was pretty amazing.
Let's talk about dialing it in a little bit. That first period, it looked like it was about points and islands, but it was out off the hydrilla with a vibrating jig. What was the key to get you going this morning?
The wind was blowing, and we had a little cloud cover expected, and anytime I got those 2 in Florida, I'm going to wind. I like to wind. I don't like to flip. I don't like to punch. I mean, it's fun, yeah. I keep them honest, do it every once in a while. But if I can and cover water, that's when I seem to excel down here. So that's immediately what I locked into my hand, and it just worked out all day. In the morning, it was a ½ ounce on 16-pound fluorocarbon. The fish seemed to be a little deeper. But then when the sun came up, they got more into the thicker hydrilla, and I actually went to a 3/8 ounce with a boot tail trailer on braid just to keep it up high. And I really honestly believe that was a key to victory. If I didn't do that, I don't think I'd have stayed on top.
Michael Neal hammered him today in elimination round number 1, and he's got some momentum heading into sudden death.
Make sure you tune in next week for elimination round number 2 of the USAA Insurance Patriot Cup, presented by Berkeley from Kissimmee, Florida. Until then, thanks for watching General Tire's Major League Fishing.